And we're ready to rock and roll.
Let me take one more drink.
Just don't yell.
I need you to be quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
Quiet on the set?
Yes! I want to help.
Duct tape needed? Yes.
I don't know.
My name is Kathy Hackett, and I live in Yankton. I'm married to Kellen, the Compassions pastor here. He is my husband. And we have 3 kids. Noah, who is 17 tomorrow, and he'll be 17 by the time you watch this video. Faith is almost 10, and Ariel is almost 8. I work in the eye care world. I'm an eyeball nerd. That's what I do.
When did you start following Jesus?
I always grew up going to church, but didn't necessarily live like it, but it didn't always click in my heart and in my soul until March 17th, 2005. We were planning on going out to the bars for St. Patrick's Day, and a coworker of Kellen's had been hounding him to come over for this Bible study constantly, and we kind of honestly just wanted him to be quiet and leave us alone. So we went, and life has never been the same since. Rededicated my life, I guess you could say, even though it was really like the first time it really sunk in and clicked on how much Jesus loved me, and that I should be living for him in return.
Describe a hardship you've experienced and how you overcame that hardship with faith.
So I might have mentioned, or I did mention, that we have 3 kids, but that was never something that we thought was going to happen. We experienced quite a long journey with infertility. So Noah, we had a hard time having him. It took about 1.5 years to get pregnant with him. We were on fertility medicine. The very last pill of the medicine that I was taking for the last month, we prayed over, and that was the month that we were able to find out that we were pregnant with Noah. After that, we went through a pretty long journey of infertility. The fertility medicine wasn't working, so we decided to start the adoption process. Early on in the adoption process, I ended up having to have a surgery. It was either have the surgery or pay a large sum in towards the adoption, but I needed the surgery. So we felt really unsettled because we felt really called to adoption, and we didn't understand why God was shutting the door, or what it seemed like he was shutting the door at the time. So fast forward to 2012, I decided to go on a missions trip to Zambia, Africa. On that trip, God completely reopened my heart to adoption, and that led us to our middle child, to Faith, and it was a pretty cool miracle. So after that, we thought, okay, well, we've got 2 kids. We always wanted a boy and a girl. We were good. God was moving our hearts towards missions, and so we were going to start pursuing that. And then we had a huge surprise. Our 3rd one came along. We weren't supposed to be able to have any more kids, and God changed that plan and brought along our third kiddo, Ariel. You know, infertility is something that a lot of people go through, but not a lot of people talk about. It's hard, it's frustrating, it's confusing, it's lonely, and through it all, I knew God was guiding us through it. I couldn't quite understand the whole journey. I know now, if the timing hadn't worked out properly, it would have been a different story. God made us wait because our daughter wasn't ready yet. I guess just it taught us and me that through hard times and confusing times and things that don't make sense, God is there, and He's guiding the story, He's guiding the steps. And you might not understand it at the time, but someday you will, and now we do. If you allow yourself to be open and raw with those types of things that you're going through, you might just kind of help pull somebody else up out of the hole that they're in.
Got any catchphrases?
Make good choices, just be cool, don't fall down. Those are my solid life lessons.
Those are catchphrases from a family with 3 children.
Exactly.